in animals. We all are living things. So in order to survive, food, water, oxygen, all these should be transported in our body. Okay, so a transport system is very essential for all living things. So today we will be studying in detail. Okay, and why plants and animals need a transport system? Okay, organisms like plants and animals need food, oxygen and water to survive. Okay, so these elements need to be delivered to their body parts so that they can function properly. So all living organisms need a transport system. Okay, so we are going to study about the human circulatory system. So in human circulatory system, heart is the major organ. And the main part of circulatory system are blood vessels and heart. Okay, so arteries, veins and capillaries are the blood vessels. Okay, so what do you mean by blood? Blood is a red colored fluid that flows in our body through the blood vessels. Okay, then what is the function of a blood? The blood acts as the medium of transportation of elements, essential substance throughout our body such as oxygen and nutrients. So blood carry oxygen from the lungs and transport it to different parts of the body. At the same time, the blood carry the deoxygenated blood, carbon dioxide rich blood from the different parts of the body, the heart and eventually to the lungs. Okay. Blood also carry all types of waste material to the kidney. Now let's see the components of blood. Blood plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets are the main components of blood. So let's see what is plasma. Plasma is the liquid substance present in the blood. Okay, almost 55% of blood is blood plasma and it facilitates the transportation of different substances throughout the body. The blood plasma is made up of water, salt, fat, protein and sugar. And the next one is RBC. RBC is known as red blood cells. It is also known as erythrocyte. Okay, it is present ample amount in the blood, 40% to 45%, and they are red in color because there is a red pigment. It is known as hemoglobin. Due to the presence of hemoglobin, it is red in color. Usually the oxygen bind with hemoglobin and hence it reaches every cells of the body through the blood. Okay, the third one is white blood cells. It is also known as WBC or leukocytes. Okay, these are present in fewer amount, almost 1%, but it perform a vital function in the body. Okay, these cells fight against the germs. Okay, present in the body. Also, it gives immunity power to our body. Okay. The last one is blood platelets. These are the cells that helps in the formation of blood clot, also prevent the blood from flowing out of the body due to an injury. So blood platelets are very essential. This is RBC, this platelet, this is WBC and there are different types of WBC that we will be studying later. Okay, this is plasma and blood vessels. Okay, and the main blood vessels are arteries and veins. Okay. Okay, so arteries are the blood vessel which carry oxygen rich blood. Okay, and veins usually carry carbon dioxide rich blood. Okay, that is from the different parts of the body to the heart. Okay, and usually the arteries have thick walls as the blood pressure is quite high in blood vessels. Okay, veins do not have thick walls as the blood pressure is quite low in them. Okay, and arteries are narrow so that the blood can flow quickly through them. Okay, veins are slightly wider. Now let's see what is pulse. We know that the heart pumps the blood in the arteries. The continuous pumping of blood in the arteries result in the rhythmic throbbing and which cause the pulse. Okay, then what is pulse rate? Pulse rate is defined as the number of pulse beats per minute. Okay, and the normal pulse rate of a human being is 70 to 80 beats per minute. See, taking pulse and usually all arteries carry oxygen rich blood. but pulmonary artery usually carries carbon dioxide rich blood. Okay, the pulmonary artery is special blood vessel that connect the heart to lungs. Heart, from the heart, the carbon dioxide rich blood will be taken to the lungs through pulmonary artery. Okay, then pulmonary vein, it carry oxygen rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Okay, it carries oxygen rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Then what about capillaries? Capillaries are small blood vessels. Okay, and these, the artery divide themselves into capillaries, which then deliver oxygenated blood to the tissues in the body. Okay, so this is circulatory system. From the lungs, pulmonary vein will be taking the oxygen rich blood to the heart. Okay, and from the heart, through the artery, it will be given to the all parts of the body. And from all parts of the body, the vein will be carrying deoxygenated blood to the heart, and from heart, the pulmonary artery will be taking this deoxygenated blood to lungs. This is circulatory system. Okay, here you can find the heart. The heart is an organ present in our body that pumps the blood in the blood vessels, and it is located in the chest cavity. Okay, and its lower part is just tilted to the left side. Okay, the heart is divided into 4 chambers, auricles and ventricles. So right and left auricles and right and left ventricles. This is the flow chart of circulatory system. See, pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. No need to study in detail. In 10th you will be studying all these in detail. Okay, so pulmonary veins carry oxygen rich blood from the lungs to the heart. It will be given to left atrium, and there is a bicuspid valve, and through that it will be given to the left ventricle. Then it will be given to the aorta. Then it will be given to all body parts. So from the body parts, the superior and inferior vena cava taking the carbon dioxide rich blood and given to the right atrium, and through the tricuspid valve it will be poured to the right ventricle, and through the pulmonary trunk it will be given to the pulmonary arteries, and pulmonary artery will be given to the lungs. Okay, for purification. Okay, this is the flow chart of circulatory system. Next one, heartbeat. The muscles of the heart relax and contract continuously as it pumps the blood in the arteries. So this rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart is called heartbeat. Okay, so we use an instrument. It is known as stethoscope. This is stethoscope, which helps to know the heartbeat. Okay, it contains an earpiece and a tube that connect them to a chest piece. Okay, this is earpiece and this is known as chest piece. Okay, and there is a connector. So children, this is about this circulatory system in animals. I hope the concept is clear to you.